Title deeds for residents of Ndimo in Elburgon, Nakuru County today came to an end in an event presided over by Rift Valley Regional Commissioner George Natembeya.
At least 400 landowners received their titles, marking the end of wrangles and swindling.
But as Ibrahim Karanja reports, some residents are not out of the woods yet after irregularities emerged in the titling process.
Optimism was palpable amongst locals as they patiently waited for the moment the elusive land titles would be issued to them, and that would mark the end of a struggle, the end of pain. For years, their stay here has been punctuated with numerous attempts to have title deeds, and this sitting was to bid farewell to those frustrations as they received their titles.
Ile mambo ya mizozo haikuwa kama ministry ambayo tumeweka katika kaburi la sahau.
Babangu alikata hii shamba 1968. Kutoka hapo ilianza msasano ya kesi hii na hii na hii na hii. Hii shamba ilikuwa ya wazazi na sasa wakati huu nimepata na nimesikia kufurahi kwa sababu tumegojea kwa huo muda wote.
But amidst the joy brewed silent discontent. Hannah Nyambura, a beneficiary and who perhaps mirrors the concerns of several others, is not happy. Although she is now in possession of a title deed, she says it is not of the piece of land she owns.
Upande hii na hii waligawiwa shamba yangu. Na ni hako unasikia kaiko mteremko. Ati mimi sina mahali. Ndio nikawauliza mimi nitaenda wapi. Ndio wakanipeleka kwa hiyo shamba. Nimepewa sasa title namba 4.
Her piece of land has been subdivided and granted to others, while on her title deed read a different piece of land that is owned by other individuals.
Tena wananipa kwa nini na yangu iko? Yangu ni 159 yenye niliwachiwa na mama yangu. Hii ni namba 4. Wananipeleka kwa wenyewe kufanya nini?
Hii ilikuwa ni program ambayo ilikuwa inafanya kwa haraka sana. Ilikuwa inafanya countrywide. So napata kidogo, napata typo, napata labda mtu ameweka shamba ambayo sio lake. Maana record iko, ni mambo ya kubadilisha. So it's not such a big deal. Those small nyingi, small issues nakuwa resolved na kwa mzuri.
All that Hannah now wishes for is that the issue will be dispensed with promptly and grant her a rest from the tiring land issues, which have proven to be exhausting. Ibrahim Karanja, KTN News.
Well, back to the big conversation this week centered on the Building Bridges Initiative report that was presented to President Uhuru Kenyatta and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. We asked you, do you think Kenya can afford the cost of implementing the BBI? Even as we urge you to continue with your interactions and what you have to say about this. Let's just sample some of your responses. Ndongo Wainaina says today, Kenya's annual debt service is averaging 1 trillion Kenya shillings. Loan interest payment per year alone is more than the total wage bill. It would be completely senseless, reckless, and irresponsible, rather, for anyone to support BBI proposals without evaluating its economic implications.
Well, Solomon Mbuku says, not at all. Per IBC, minimum cost of a referendum is 10 billion shillings, less than 2 years to a more costly election. Why does a president commit a highly indebted country thanks to his debt promiscuity just for him to do an ego run? Any others?
Well, big words there. James Tuva says Kenya needs to come together and take out what doesn't work for them. Robust conversation, that's what Raila showed us. That is a proposal for dialogue and not a finalized package for adoption.
One quick one, Corinne Lenny says, if they have not implemented the current constitution, how can we trust this BBI? Me, I don't support that 100%. We'll keep that conversation going at Ashley Mazuri, at the Jesse Rogers, or at KT News KE. The hashtag to use is the Friday Briefing.
Let's take that short break. We'll be back with the latest in the world of business.